What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at the dealer auto auction here in Oklahoma City. We're going to jump right into this video because I'm just wandering around looking for something to start my video off, and I think I found it. How about a 2007 Mercedes S63 AMG? I had one of these. I paid like $6,900 for it from Copart. Man, I loved it. It was a burnout machine. It was a bad car. And then I sold it to Monkey Wrench Mike, and he drove it and enjoyed it for a while, and then he sold it. And I just saw this sitting here and I was like, man, I love this car. I love this car. Now, I don't think mine was an AMG. I could be wrong. I think mine was just an S63. I don't remember having these AMG pipes on the back. If you take a look, you see those AMG pipes? Yeah, I don't think mine was an AMG. It's been so long though, I can't remember. Now, the question is it real? It's got AMG wheels. Oh, come on. Okay, good. Tell me it's got power. Please have power. I didn't bring my booster hat. Please tell me it's got power. It doesn't, does it? It's a Mercedes. Of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't have power. Dang it. That's pretty frustrating. Woo! No, dead as a door. Wait. Yes! It's got power. 115,000 miles on the odometer. Service A exceeded. I think Service A is just an oil change. Low beam, right marker, TPMS light. Let's turn on air conditioned seats immediately. Let's turn on air conditioning. It says AC off. Hell no. We turn AC on. Low. Auto. It still says AC off. Lord have mercy. Please turn it on. Please turn the AC on. Whew. It is warm in here. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. Ow. Jeez, that just burned me. There's something metal there that just burned the living crap out of me. What is that? I probably shouldn't be touching things. I have no idea what any of this stuff is or what it does. It's been a while since I had one of these guys. Check engine light is on. Let's give her a little rev. Boy, she sounds good. However, the air conditioning portion of this does not seem to be working. I don't see anything else on the screen either. Like, the screen normally lights up and you can see stuff happening. Nothing. You can turn the fan up and down. You can turn it off. Climate control off. Auto, and it just says AC off. So I'll bet money she's out of a Freon or refrigerant, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's pop the hood. She's been in a little bit of a front end accident. Where's the... There it is. Found it. Important window. Yes. This one's a little rough, guys. Like, this one, honest to God, this one's a little rough. Let's close the door, see if it moves backwards. It does. It goes backwards. Let's go forward. It goes forward. Put it in park. Oh, it is hot. It is hot in this car. Good night. I'm surprised it fired right up though. Engine sounds good. I don't hear any loud rattles or... Come on. There we go. That grill is oh, this oh, they tricked me. It's not an S63. Oh, that's a shame. I'll give it to you. You got me. Whoever owns this car, you got me good, man. The bumper, everything looked right. Everything looked right for it to be an S63. It's not. It's not. It's a naturally aspirated V8. It's probably an S500. Yeah, well, guess what? I mean, it's still, ooh, golly. You know, an S500 is still a good car. S550, whatever. It's still a good car, but you lost me, man. You tried to fool me. You tried to fool me. And I'm not even, you didn't try to fool me. You did fool me. You got me. That sucks. It's why it's really important to, you know, come check things out. And if I had looked a little closer, no, it wouldn't have told me. It doesn't. It just says 2007 Mercedes-Benz S-Class. So who knows? Who knows, without running the VIN number, which you should always do, you could have gotten fooled and ended up scamming yourself into a more expensive than it should be S500. Moving on. They just had to have a TRX out here, didn't they? I have so many people asking me, do you ever miss your TRX? Do you ever miss your Hellcats? And I'm like, nah. Well, that was determined. It's a lie. I do miss the Hellcats. I do miss the TRX to some extent. I'm gonna be upfront. They are crazy, fun, fast, quick cars, man. They and truck. Sorry, the truck. Absolutely, they're phenomenal vehicles. They really are. The problem I had with TRX, and I've said it before, was mainly the fuel economy, man. I had a level 3 TRX, bought it off showroom floor, and I loved it. And I put thousands of miles on it. I towed with it, hauled everything under the sun with it, and I took road trips in it, and it was a great truck. Man, it was a great truck. It's one of those trucks that it gets looks everywhere it goes. People definitely look at a truck like this because everybody knows what it is. They know what's under the hood. You know what it is. 19,000 miles on the odometer. Just like mine, it's got the carbon fiber package as well. It's a 21. Mine was a 22 or 23. I can't even remember when I bought it. I have no idea. 22 or 23. It's got an aftermarket exhaust. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Let's pop the hood. And the big screen. Man, I miss the screen. Let's move over to fuel economy though, because that is what really just killed it for me, was the fuel economy, right? Off-road, performance, driver assist, fuel economy. Wow. That's actually impressive. 11 miles a gallon. Somebody was doing a lot of highway driving. Someone did a lot of highway driving in this bad boy, because I'm here to tell you, I was getting 8 to 9 miles a gallon pretty regularly. On the highway though, I keep thinking I got like 13, 14 miles a gallon on the interstate. Not bad considering what's under the hood, but you can't see any of it. They hide it under this cover. But if I take you guys down there, you can see it. Beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, well, the hood doesn't want to close and it's hot, so I'm not going to mess with it. I get burned my hand just touching the damn thing. Oh, yeah. Do I miss it? The honest answer is yes. Ow, Jesus, man. Somebody stole the placard. That's a really common thing, man, for people to steal a placard. I just put my elbow on that placard. Let's see what this thing says it is outside. 113 degrees. I can promise you the heat index is at least 106. And inside these cars, 140. At least 140 degrees. I'm surprised I don't have a burn. That sucker's hot. I do love and miss the truck and the Hellcats. I do. But the sad reality is the fuel economy is so bad. It's just so bad in these. I can't, even in the Challengers, the Hellcats, the fuel economy sucks. But again, you don't buy something like this for gas mileage, right? The problem I have is I drive so many miles. I put so many miles. I'm doing at least 50,000 miles a year on my vehicles now. When you're driving that many miles and you're getting 8 to 10 miles a gallon doing it, it really starts adding up. And not only do you have a $1,200 a month car payment or truck payment, but now you're probably spending just as much every month on fuel. Next, we got a 2002 Lexus SC430. On the low, I've always wanted one of these, guys. I know most people look at it and say it's a girl's car, and I don't care. I just don't care. This would be the perfect spec, man. I love the red, I love the chrome, and I really like the design of the car. Plus, it's an SC430. It's got that tried and true Lexus V8 engine, man. Or should we call it a Toyota? I don't know, whatever you want to call it. It's a very reliable engine and transmission combination on this car, and it looks slick. The top goes down, that's right, it's a hard top convertible. I know you can try these. I mean, obviously you want to know if it works. I hate coming out here and attempting to use the top, because if it fails, if something goes wrong and it stops working, I mean, I just left somebody's car open to the elements, and I just don't like doing that. I guess it's kind of dated, but I mean, keep in mind, it is a 2002. There are no options in this car. I mean, it does have air conditioning, and it has power windows. That's nice. Air conditioning, power windows, they both work. 123,000 miles on the odometer. It's out of gas. Go figure, it's out of gas. Pretty basic looking car, really. I don't know. Yeah, the radio is just down here. You don't even get it on the screen. You've got a menu up here, but it doesn't seem to, yeah, there's not much. It opens? Nope. Forget about that screen. It's practically useless at this point. You got a few, what does this do? Oh! Okay, that's kind of nice. Would you push it again and it, yeah! Alright, that's kind of fancy. I assume there's a cigarette light, yep, cigarette lighter and an ashtray down there. And here, I doubt that's couple. It is couple, no. It is? It isn't? What is this? Ah, it is. That's okay. It is cup holders. And it seems like it would work. You got your power. Power, I don't know what ECT is, economical, something, and snow. I would just leave it in power. VSC, I think that's like traction control. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Looks like you got some heated seats right here. All your climate control is nice and centered right there. Cruise control, typical Toyota stuff here, guys. Does it go forward and backward? I'm sure it does. Does go backwards. Does go forwards. I'm really curious if the convertible top works on this. I've kind of always wanted one of these. Again, I don't really know why. It's just one of those things, I guess. I've always liked this car. Unfortunately, I don't see the... I'm probably looking right at the buttons for the convertible. Ah, right there. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's turn the camera around and see if it works. I mean, it's a Lexus. It's gonna work, right? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at it go. And close it down. It works. This is a nice car. This is a nice car. Can we bring it up? Yep. She's gonna work, guys. I sure hope so, because like I said, I feel real bad if I left this car sitting out in the elements. It's too hot to have the top down anyway. There we go. Very nice. I knew it was gonna work. I kind of want to test drive this car. I've never driven one before. I kind of want to test drive it. How much could something like this even be worth? I'm gonna look it up on Black Book real quick. Yeah, it's good. It worked perfectly. I'm gonna look it up on Black Book real quick just to get an idea of what this thing is worth, and if it's something I think might be in my budget to buy, yeah, I gotta be careful, guys, because I'm still thinking about that Mercedes with $80-some thousand. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think that's just too big of a risk for where I'm at today, and maybe further down the road. But at the same time, I don't want to overspend on any of these cars either. I got to make sure that I'm not losing my back on every car that I sell. So I got to be careful about what I budget for each car. I'm gonna pull this up on the app. Let's see what it's worth, and maybe we'll take it for a spin. So I pulled it up on Black Book Cherry, and really not too shabby. I mean, it's not a cheap car, but it's not expensive. $5,700, and retail is about $96. So not bad. You got about $4,000 in profit if you were going to retail a car like this. And here's the best part. It started up. It didn't need a jump. You can see the gauges. There's no warning lights on the dash, so I'm thinking this is something I can work with. Let's take her for a ride. All right, you know I like to run over these bumps and kind of test out the suspension. It's out of gas, but it's got enough to do the job. The suspension feels and sounds great. I don't hear any funny noises. It's fine. Absolutely fine. I'm excited about it. I've always wanted one of these, and the top works, and it's relatively low miles. All right, here we go. Let's see how she does. Well, I'm not smashing on it or anything. I'm just kind of getting a feel for the car before I go and really hit the gas on it on the way back. Steering feels good, brakes slow down nicely. Whole car feels really nice. For such a small car, it feels really good. It's a really rigid car. I'm surprised. All right, this time, let's see if we can get it up to 60 miles an hour. I'm gonna put you guys down there on the gauges. Hopefully you can see them. Let's go. It's not fast. Got up to 60, no problem. With plenty of room to spare. With that said, I know it's a small V8 engine. You know, it's not a big engine. I just kind of expected a little more out of it, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. It's quick enough. It can get you down the road just fine, man. Not too shabby. Runs great. It drives great. It sounds wonderful. Air conditioning's ice cold. Convertible top works. You know, so there's really nothing to complain about. But I did really expect that this car was going to be just a tad bit quicker than it was. I'm not going to write it off just yet. I don't know. It's one of those quirky kind of cars, which is why I love it. I live for quirky, weird, strange cars. That's just my thing. It's not necessarily your thing, but that's my thing. I love them. I really love them, and this is definitely one of them. It looks so bizarre. I really was just hoping for a little bit more power. With that said, let's pop the hood. Just take a look and see what's going on underneath. Make sure I don't see anything crazy that scares me. I don't know if I'd be willing to spend $5,700 on it. That's, I'm sure it's worth it. I'm not saying the car is not worth it. I'm just saying that to me, I'm not sure the car is worth $5,700. I mean, I just bought a police car. A twin-turbo V6 Ford Taurus police car, guys, for $4,600. That's the whole car, you know what I mean? So, yeah, $5,700 for this seems, even though it's probably a fair price for it, I don't know if it's worth it to me. It's got an interstate battery. This is also a little concerning. You see all the dried leaves and dirt? There's literally dirt down here. The timing belt was replaced at 86,000 miles. It doesn't say the date, but the timing belt was replaced at 86. It's got 123 now. You're probably supposed to replace these every 60. So 90,000, it's due about 150. So you probably got about 25,000 more miles, 20 to 25,000 more miles before you need to worry about the timing belt. Hopefully they did the water pump at the same time. Let's see if we can pop the trunk from back here. Tires are excellent. The wheels are excellent. I mean, seriously, overall, this car is in phenomenal condition. It wouldn't surprise me if it actually sells for more than what book says it is. Trunk opener. Well, it doesn't seem to work. I don't know. Am I in the wrong spot? I don't see it. And I'm not going to spend any more time messing with it. Let's see if the tilt works just fine. Up and down, backwards, forward, yeah. Signals, yep, lights. It has automatic lights as well, brights. Yeah. I mean, what more do you want, man? It's a good little car. I do like it. I just don't know if I'm willing to spend $5,700 on it. Comment below and tell me what you think of the little SC430. Just a real quick honorable mention to the 7 Series that is still sitting here. It's still here, man. That's crazy. That car has been here for a long time. Now, I am still out here wandering around kind of looking, hoping that I'm going to find what I'm looking for, which it's an Impala. I'm looking for an Impala. You guys are going to think I'm nuts, but that is what I really want. I want the last gen Impala, and I'm having a hard time finding a decent one. I've been on Manheim. Are these cars running? They're sitting here running. Wow. I mean, normally I would shut them off, but I'm just going to assume that maybe somebody left them on purpose. I don't know. I mean, there's a little car that could work. It was a little Chrysler 200, right? 54,000 miles, 2016. You know, I'm just thinking no. There's a Suburban. You know, I like the Suburbans. I've been looking for a while. Oh, I thought I found one that's a Malibu. Dang it. We're going to have to go back to that one. We got a Chevy Cruze RS. I like these. BMW X Series, nice. Maserati Ghibli, we've seen this one before. That one's been here a while. This Mazda 6 has been here a while too. They used to have like 3 or 4 of them, if you remember right. We did a previous video on these. Ooh. I probably don't need to even be looking at this one. Yep. GLC 43 AMG sitting next to a Q5. I just bought a Q5. Not this nice, but I did buy a Q5. Let's take a look at this one real quick. Yeah, that's much nicer than mine. It's a 2021. Mine's a 2010, and mine was donated to charity. So good luck. We'll see how that goes. And I also just bought an Audi S4 with a V8 and a 6-speed manual transmission. I bought that one for $4,500, and I bought my little Q5, which is like the ultimate premier or whatever the hell they call it. I got that little thing for $2,600. Buy it now at IA. So I can't wait till these cars start showing up. I bought 2 police cars. I got a Crown Vic Panther platform coming to the channel. Looks like it was abandoned under a tree for 20 years. Basically another swamp vet. I got it for $425. Buy it now from IAA. I bought a police Ford Taurus, which is an interesting combination. Sorry, it is a 2016 Ford Taurus SEL, which is going to make you think it's got the 3.7 liter, but it does not. It's an SEL trim package, but it has the SHO 3.5 liter twin turbo EcoBoost engine. That's right. I bought a police car with everything except, I think, the lights. It may still have some lights, but I got it. You won't believe the price. $4,600. $4,600 for the cop car. So I got some cars coming. My 1999 V8 Ford Taurus SHO is still missing in action. I've gotten a couple phone calls on it, so things are better than they were, but it's not much better. It's not much better. I still don't have the car. Let's just put it that way. And I don't even know if the car is going to be on the way, but at least we've located the car. This thing sounds weird. Something don't sound right with this one. This is going to be that straight 6, if I remember right. Boy, something, let's shut it off. Something sounds wrong with this one. Dang. Let's pop the hood. Can I find? They love hiding the damn hood poppers on these things. What year is this? 2019. It's not that old. But I mean, it is a Mercedes. They're kind of notorious for, you know, braking. Where is the latch? There we go. Let's see what's under here. No. That does not look like a straight 6 to me. Okay. A little twin turbo. Is it a V8 or it could be a V6, I suppose. Could it be a twin turbo V6? I have no idea. I know nothing about these guys. I'm still very, very new to this world of Mercedes and BMW. It does look like there's been coolant poured all over the place. That is a tad bit concerning, and the noise that it's making is also pretty concerning as well. Nice vehicle though, man. Absolutely beautiful, but that is not one I would want to mess with. All right, so let's continue. Another Q5. My goodness. I'm trying to run you guys through these cars because truth of the matter is it's pushing 6 o'clock in the evening. Well, no, it's not. It's 5:20 in the evening, and I really need to get going, but I still have a whole yard full of cars to look at. So I can't take you one by one anymore. We gotta, what do they call it? Running and gunning? We just gotta get it, man. There's a Malibu LTZ. Not what I'm looking for though. Really looking, oh man, another daggum Malibu. I'm telling you, now that I'm looking specifically for an Impala, I'm finding Malibus everywhere. Malibus galore out here. We're gonna make quick work of this. I love this truck though. Oh, I love this truck. I do. This is not what I'm looking for. I'm not even, doesn't smell bad. Interior's clean. Definitely looks like somebody lowered it some. I wonder how it rides. You throw a paint job on this. Oh, it's got severe hail damage everywhere. Everywhere. This is made by Texas Stagecoach. And man, is it clean. Wow. This is very clean. I can't help it. Fired right up. What's the mileage? 200? 162. 162 on the odometer. Air conditioning is ice cold. No kidding. Are you serious? Important window works. Unimportant window works. Look at that woodwork up there. Wow, this is, what is this, some kind of a tuner? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Not too shabby. Brakes feel good. The gear selector actually goes into the gear you want it to go into. Very nice. Forward, backward. I don't know what that is right there either. Oh, that's a radar detector. It's got an old school radar detector. I'll bet this is the 5.8. I'm gonna pop the hood real quick because you guys know I can't pass up some old school like this. I love these old trucks and cars, and generally speaking, at a dealer auction like this, they're not gonna go for a whole lot of money. Uh-oh, it's stuck. It's, how is it stuck? Yeah, that don't want to open at all. Let me try pulling the hood release one more time. I wonder how much they're wanting for this. I couldn't give much for it, man. Probably nowhere near what they're wanting or what it's worth. But I mean, yeah, I can't open the hood. So I guess with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of the item number, which is over here. I'm gonna put it on the list just because I think it's a good looking truck. I know it's hail damaged, but it's old, it's a 95, it's an old F-150. I like it, so I'm gonna add it to the list and we'll see what happens. Here we got a 2013 Range Rover. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna walk right past it. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can walk right past it. I really like it. Really, really like it. 96,000 miles on the odometer. Not bad at all for a 13, guys. That's low miles. Look at this interior. Don't do it, Randy. Don't do it. It's probably still more than I want to spend on something like this anyway. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm going to fight my impulses. I still think I'd rather have that Raptor that I found the other day. I do. I think I'd rather have the Raptor than that. Well, there's an Impala. That's not what I'm looking for. It's probably an LTZ too. Repossession. It's that time, guys. We finally made it to the repo lot. 2014 Chevy Impala. It's an LT. It's a fleet version for rental car companies. 45,000 miles on the odometer. Super low miles. It's had body work back here. I can clearly see where it's been repainted all the way up the pillar. I'm telling you, you do this a while, you start learning. I mean, you can walk right up. Most people would never notice. You could sell this to the public, they would never know. I don't recommend you do that, but most people will never notice what you notice when you start doing this for a while. You walk up and you see the orange peel, the difference in the reflection between this fender and this door. It's a staggering difference. Like, most people are not looking for that. They're not gonna see it. But you do this long enough, and you can just walk right up to something, and you see it, and then you can't unsee it. Very nice little car. It's absolutely not what I'm looking for. We got a Taurus Limited over here. This is basically what I bought. This looks very close to the police car that I bought. Again, this is a repossession. It's not a twin turbo, but you know, there it is. Let's, oh man, another Malibu. That's what I'm saying, man. Malibus, Malibus, Malibus. I don't want a Malibu. It's a 16. It's got 108,000 miles, repossession. Good looking car. It actually doesn't, I was gonna say it doesn't smell bad. I can't say that. That's a lie. That's a lie. It smells bad. Oh, wow. Yummy. I don't know. I don't know what that was. Another Malibu. Another Malibu. Like I said, all of these are repossessions, guys. And this should be concerning to people that there's so many repos. You know, there's a lot of contributing factors, but I think there's one that a lot of people don't talk about when it comes to all the repossessions you're seeing at these auctions. And that is, these cars are all upside down. The cars were all upside down. These are people that bought all these cars, you know, back when everybody was loaning money for cars. Kind of like the housing market from back in the day. You remember that? Remember the housing market crash? Banks were loaning money to anybody and everybody. Well, then you had the crash of the housing market, right? Well, I think we're seeing the same thing here, and a big contributing factor is the fact that so many banks were lending money for these cars. And they weren't just lending money to anybody, but they were lending ridiculous amounts of money. Nobody in their right mind would loan the kind of money people were loaning on these cars. Everybody was upside down. Dealers were charging way too much. And even if it was a used car and there was no supply chain shortage issues on these used cars, it's just something that everybody did. Get in where you fit in, man. Everybody started charging extra for all the cars. And for whatever reason, banks, they were just handing out the money. Well, this is what happens, guys. You own the car a while, you know, hell, 2 years, whatever, 2 or 3 years, and you realize how upside down you are, because now the market's kind of crashed. It's definitely changed a lot over the last 3 years. Cars are kind of at the bottom right now, guys. And if you bought when they were high, it's just like the stock market. Right now, people are running around in cars that are not worth anywhere near what they paid for them. Take into consideration also depreciation. Maybe 3 years ago, the values of the cars were right around where they were supposed to be, but that was way overinflated. But now you're 3 years later, you've got miles on them, cars all depreciate, right? So now the cars have depreciated, but on top of that, the car market has crashed. So you are just bam, bam, you're getting hit left and right. And a lot of these people just end up sending these things right back to the auction, man. Just they send them back to the bank, or they hide them. The bank has to come and find them, and then they repossess them, man. At the end of the day, almost everything over here is a repossession. Very few of these are going to be trade-ins. Most of these are going to be repos. I thought I saw an Impala, but it's probably just another Malibu. Let's walk around. If I see anything particularly interesting, we'll stop and look. Oh, it's another Malibu, and it's smashed. Dang it. Someone crunched the door in on this one. There's a Maserati over here I definitely want to take a quick look at. How bad is this? I could do a Malibu. I mean, I'm not too picky, but obviously this door is done. Door's got to be replaced. Is this an LTZ? It's got leather. It's got this. It's got a nice screen. It's got decent tires. It's probably just an LT. It is. It's just an LT. LT with leather. You're gonna have the little 4-cylinder. I'm really looking for that V6, man. And this one doesn't even have a sticker on it. This one may not even be for sale yet, so we'll walk away from this one. Let's move on over to this Maserati. It just rolled up. It's a Ghibli. Not really interested in a Ghibli either. If it's a Gran Turismo, that'd be something I'd be interested in. Yeah, Ghibli SQ4, all-wheel drive, not interested in it. All right, guys, I'm gonna walk over here and we'll start at the top of this row, work our way all the way down. I found some shade, guys, because it is hot as hell out here. We're going to stay in the shade as long as we can. Just gonna kind of walk through and see what we see. These are, again, all repossessions. A lot of them are damaged. A lot of them aren't. It's kind of a mixed bag out here. If I see something I think is worth checking out, I'll walk over and we'll take a look. If not, well, you guys can comment below and say, hey, you missed something that I wanted to see, and I'll do my best to come back next week, and we'll see if we can find it. There's a little Kia Optima over there. Z71, like a Cadillac, F-150, probably a Toyota sitting over here somewhere as well. There's always a Toyota. There's always going to be a Toyota sitting over here somewhere, just all by itself in the middle of a bunch of Fords and Dodges. Whew, Honda Ridgeline. I don't know, I've always liked these. And people get made fun of for driving them. So it's a girl's truck. Man, I don't know. I like them, whatever. Drive what you like, man, screw the haters. Drive what you like. What other people think doesn't really matter, does it? Again, lots of Fords, a Nissan, Ford, Jeep, Honda, more Fords, Fiat, Kia. Oh, that Jeep over there, that Renegade's kind of cool looking. I like that with the orange and the black. Mini Cooper, or is that a Fiat? I can't tell the difference. A Mini Cooper. Jeep, Dodge. There's a lot of American cars sitting over here in there. And you know what I don't see? Not a single Impala. I have walked the entire sale lot today, and I haven't seen a single Chevy Impala out here. Well, that's about a shame, but that's also about the end of this video. Dang it. Well, there's always next time. I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It's hot. Hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. Normally I would talk for a minute, but I need to get in there, get a Gatorade, and get some air conditioning and get out of here, man. It's too hot for this, but I really do appreciate each one of you take time to watch the video. Stay safe out there. Look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.